Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's daily draft. We have this many Wilds of Eldraine drafts left, 3 drafts left of the entire format today, including 2 more. And then we are into Caverns of Ixalan set review season here on the channel. This format only was here for a month and a half, maybe 2 months if we were lucky. Whether you liked it or didn't, you didn't have it for super long, so this is where we're at. We've got just 3 left, so let's dive into today's Pack 1 Pick 1 with a pretty easy Talion Kindly Lord, I'm pretty sure. 4-mana 3/4 flying, get to choose a number, draw cards, they lose life, it's all great. There's also Fairy Fencing, Tough Cookie, Monstrous Rage, Stopgap. I would love to wheel Stopgap out of this pack. Maybe we even wheel Attendance. But I'm going to go ahead and start with Talion and be pretty happy with it here. Witchstalker Frenzy is the best card in this pack. It's pretty easy to splash, even if we went straight black-white. If we went blue-red, the black is easy to splash. And if we went black-red, the blue is easy to splash. So I think we're going to take the best card in the pack in Frenzy. Another Stopgap could wheel. But I think we're just going to take the best card in both of the first 2 packs here. And see if we can have any success with that. Really looking to not get pushed off of, gosh, 3 Stopgaps already. There's an Ego Drain, but we don't know that we're in Fairies yet. There's an Evolving Wilds, which we could use to splash here. There's a Feed the Cauldron, which is usually a removal spell I like at least 1 copy of. I think I'll take the Feed the Cauldron over the Evolving Wilds. There's plenty of fixing we could pick up, although we're not in green, so Evolving Wilds might actually just be better for us. We have 2 great cards that we have, and I'd love to be able to play both of them. The Feed the Cauldron does set up a bargained Stopgap, though. I'm going to take the Wilds and make sure I get my mana underneath me when I have these great cards before I start taking, you know, fine but not outstanding other cards here. Alright, Ash, you will not trick me today. I am done with red-white in the format. There is a Mocking Sprite and a Dream Spoilers, though. The Mocking Sprite will be good in blue-black or blue-red, depending on which one we decide to go. Dream Spoilers has been slightly clunky for my liking. So I guess I'll take the Mocking Sprite. I'm not super thrilled with it. Pick 4, but like I said, I'm not doing red-white today. If you're here to watch a red-white draft, you have come to the wrong place. My win rate with red-white in the format is somewhere around 25%. And I cannot figure the deck out. For those of you that watched the last video, you know that. So let's try to lean into Talion today. That could be a good one. Another Wilds, a Hopeless Nightmare, a Bitter Chill, Flick a Coin, Witch's Mark. This is close. I do want to... I haven't played Fairies in a long time. Either of these would go well in Fairies. I think Bitter Chill has a slightly higher upside. Again, there's a chance we can go blue-red with this deck. Or with this start. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Bitter Chill here. Here is Obira's Attendance. There's a Royal Treatment to Galefang. An Oppressive Oppression. Let's take Attendance here. Could go in blue-black or blue-red. And if we see, you know, some late blue-red signposts, we could think about moving in. Spreading Seas, not exactly the one that we want. It's a really late Glutton, but I don't think today's the day. So I'll take a Nightmare. And hedge back towards blue-black here. I mean, I could have taken the Glutton. That's a deck you know I like to draft. All of the white and then 2 garbage cards here. Woodland Acolyte is probably just the best card. I mean, I don't care about any of this. What do we wheel? Do we wheel anything of note? Not really. There's a Diminisher Witch and a Scream Puff. I guess I could take Scream Puff here. I'm thinking more than likely blue-black control with this deck. I don't really like Ariet's Whisper in best of one. I don't really like Diminisher Witch, although it's good with Hopeless Nightmare, I guess. The Scream Puff is just whatever. I don't think I'm playing the Witch, but I'll take it. Stopgaps are not, well, I was going to say they're not wheeling, but here's one of them. So I'll take that one. We could get one pick 11 if this one wheeled as well. Let's see if that one comes around here. If it does, I'll look for some more Hopeless Nightmares to bargain things away. Hatching Plans would be a great pickup. Obira is obviously great. There's a Dark Tutelage. There's an Ego Drain. If we end up in Fairies, we could play this card. But black has looked to be cut so far. Okay, interesting. So, Rankle's Prank has destroyed me a few times. And if there weren't a Candy Grapple in this pack, I would probably take it. But you see, there is a Candy Grapple in this pack, so I'm not gonna take it. It seems like it could be pretty unplayable, but the fact that you get to choose what happens usually means you get to set your opponent up for failure. But I'm just going to take Candy Grapple. It's a good removal spell, and I think I'm looking towards blue-black control today. I already have an Evolving Wilds. Wouldn't mind picking up a Prism, Crystal Grotto, you know, things like that to help splash the Frenzy and any other red, probably red cards that we find. Speaking of splashing red cards that we find, there's a cut in here. I think I'll take that over Sprite and Ice Out. Although Ice Out, this could be an Ice Out deck. I don't know how many red cards we want to splash, but I do like Ice Out. So I'm actually going to take the Ice Out over the cut in. That could be wrong, but I'm going to go ahead and do it here. Ooh, Spellscorn Coven. Like that card. 4 mana 2/3 flying ETBs, they discard a card, and you can also bounce a card to their hand, spell to their hand. I would love to pick up a Rowan's Grim Search at some point, but I'm not going to pass a Spellscorn Coven. Feed the Cauldron #1 is usually fine to get here. Again, it's bargain fodder for stopgaps and any other things we get like Candy Grapple. I think I'll go ahead and take the first Feed the Cauldron. Lots of blue and black, but not really the ones we're looking for. Dream Spoilers with currently 5 instants, that's not bad, but it just hasn't been great for me. It's a 4 mana 2/2, like, it's been tough. I think I'll take a Shatter the Oath over all of this other kind of meh cards here. Again, we're looking to be blue-black control, probably. And speaking of control, my first card draw spell in Into the Fey Court over another Evolving Wilds, potentially. Yeah, I think I'll just take Into the Fey Court. Still looking for a Prism, still looking for a Crystal Grotto. I think we'll find the sources to splash the Frenzy here. I don't mind playing a copy of Gatekeeper, even in blue-black. It's a late Lookout and Utopia Sprawl. Black or green is open from this direction. Green might just be open in this draft. But we are not doing that today. I'll take a quick study as the only thing we could consider playing out of this pack. It's usually not something I like to play, though. As long as I get things like an Into the Fey Court, and if I can find myself a Hatching Plans, that's usually all I need in the card draw department. Look at this. All the blue and black. It's just not the fairies, blue and black. Guess I'll take Monstrosity as an early creature that trades and gives us a food. The Vermin is not great in our deck. I don't care about any of this. I already have a Water Wings if I want it. Ooh, got the Rowan's Grim Search back. Not too bad. I'll take that. So we're still looking for plenty of holes to fill in pack 3 here. Currently have 4 fairies. I don't know how many I would need to play Ego Drain. Another Hopeless Nightmare wouldn't be bad. Some more removal wouldn't be bad. Spell Stutters would be good. Even Spell Stutter Sprite would be fine. Obira's would be great. Hatching Plans, more Johann Stopgaps. There's plenty of things we could find. Mocking Sprite with 10 spells? I guess. Water Wings, probably okay with Talion. I wouldn't even mind playing the 1 mana return a creature with a roll on it card. I think I'm going to take Gingerbread Hunter here. And I really have to hope I can get access to a Prophetic Prism and or a Crystal Grotto. Because I can't really splash the Bodyguard. I'm not going to play another Fey Court. Obira's Attendance is fine. Conceida's Witch is fine. But this is by far the highest upside. And worst case, I just play the Adventure, which is also fine. Now I've got a Spell Stutter, a Gatekeeper. I think I'll take the Spell Stutter here. No Prisms. Still no Prisms. Splashy Spellcaster with 7 creatures. Probably not great. I think I'll take a Stopgap. We don't have great bargain fodder, but we do have Monstrosity makes a food. Hopeless Nightmare. Feed the Cauldron makes a food. Into the Fey Court makes a token. Shatter makes a token. I guess we'll take Stopgap. Another Nightmare, another Sprite, Grasp of Fate. I'll take Nightmare. I'm still looking for Prophetic Prism pretty badly here. Another Hunter? We are not getting the fixing that I thought we were going to get here. Again, the removal Puny Snack is fine, though. Although, with 2 Stopgaps, a Rowan, do I just take another Nightmare? We have 2 more picks left to find a Grotto or a Prism. I'm going to take a Nightmare. There's no guarantee we get the fixing, and it's already suspect we're even going to play these. There's a Wilds. I'll take that pretty easily. Thank you very much. And now I would kill for a Prism, pick 7 or 8 here. But I don't think they will. Those usually go a little bit earlier. Even a Crystal Grotto would do. I guess I could put a Scarecrow in my deck. It's not great, but I could. Here you go. This is the one I said. Not dead after all. That was the card I named, right? We'll see if it'll make the cut. I'm not going to play a Fey Court. Prism? No. In fact, literal nothing. Darn. So we never saw a Prism this draft. Or a Grotto, notably. We did pass 1 Evolving Wilds for a Hopeless Nightmare? Or what did I pass it for? I'm not sure. Obira's Attendance, that's fine. I could play that. Currently have like 2 cuts to make. Transmuter, probably not, but we'll see. And nothing here. The Not Dead After All is good with Coven. It's good with Talion. And that's the kind of the best we're doing in the deck. So it's like fine, but like not super great, considering we also only have 9 creatures. So it's probably not going to make the cut here. So let's go ahead and cut it. We don't have any ways to mill ourselves, so we don't have to worry about these going into the yard. Water wings, I don't think we need that. Quick study, fine. Ice out good, stopgap, frenzy, fey, yeah. And then I guess the transmuter would be the last cut. And how are we winning? I don't know, we'll figure that out later. Obira's attendance and Talion and Coven and Sprite flying is how we're winning, I guess. Six swamps, 7 islands. Do I make that 7 swamps, 6 islands with 3 hopeless nightmares? And a monstrosity that I'd like to play on too. This is... Nope, I didn't mean to cut that. The Bitter Chill is more of like a 4 or 5 drop. Yeah, I think I've got to go this here. Okay. So that's how we're going to run this one back. Kind of did blue-black fairies, kind of blue-black control, splashing around. Not sure how this is going to go. It's not really a draft deck that I've drafted a ton in this format, but let's give it a shot. See you in game 1 after a quick message from me. Thanks, me. Whether you're ready or not, we have another set releasing here very soon, and that means it's time to take a look at the Patreon page to get yourself prepared and ready. I pride myself in my Patreon being incredibly affordable, beginning at just $1 singular US dollar per month, which comes with lifetime access to the Daily Drafters Discord server. That's right, you can just join for 1 month and leave, and you can stay in the Discord forever. After all, it's well less than half the cost of your morning cup of coffee and goes right back to giving back to the channel. For just $3 per month, you can gain early access to every upload on the channel as soon as I'm done editing them, and the most expensive level of support is just $5 US per month. That's right, just $5. It's the highest level of support that I have, and patrons in this tier gain access to my expansive, exhaustive, and interactable tier lists, of which you can see a small sample of here. You get to see how I rate every single card in the set from A to F, whether or not the card has moved up or down since the last update with these arrows here. You can also hover over every single card name to see a clickable link that brings you straight to Scryfall, and also common and uncommon tier rankings within each color, so you know which commons I think are the best and how they compare to the uncommons in the same color. These tier lists are guaranteed to be completed and updated with my experiences during early access before your pre-release events for the new set. Again, all of these tiers are incredibly affordable, so go ahead and check them out. If a monetary contribution isn't your speed, a subscription to the channel is always enough. Thanks so much for your consideration. Alright, well, unfortunately I have to start this draft with a mulligan. Can't really keep this hand, it doesn't do anything. So we'll keep this one and then send back a nightmare, I guess? I do like double nightmare on 1 and 2, but let's start with nightmare here. Stopgap bargaining it away at some point, probably. Got rid of Rat Out. Root Rider Fawn. I think I need to kill that. So, really don't like them having a turn 2 Fawn. That gives them some great ramp. So I'm just going to go ahead and kill that now. Utopia, Sprawl, Miss Land Drop. Okay. I think Mocking Sprite is going to be best here. It discounts like everything in our hand. So like we can do this right now. Hold up Spell Stutter. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Let's leave up a blue. I would like to bargain, I think now. I need to find some lands here, hit my land drops. Would I be willing to draw it into the Fey Court? Yeah, probably so. But let's see what we find off of this here. I can't take the Shatter, so I'll take a land and then the end of the Fey Court. Draw them both. Play the land. Pass it back. Hope it survives, even if it doesn't. If it doesn't survive... Okay. So now we can even just into the Fey Court here. Hopefully hit a land. Okay, we did. Not exactly the color I wanted, but I'll take it. Genealogist on Witch. And food. Okay, they got lots of food here. Does it have Ward 1? Is that what it is? Yeah, that's kind of annoying. So what can I do here? Feed the Cauldron for 3, and then still have 3 mana. Can bounce their Genealogist, and then also Quick Study. Okay. Not too bad. And then I think we just Quick Study here. Yeah, you have a Hamlet Glutton, I suppose. Start here. Coven can return this to their hand after they try to recast it. So that we now have 3 mana, potentially 4 if we want to. So I think we are safe to do wilds here. Yeah. So we do Evolving Wilds, go get a black. And then just hold up Coven. They know we have a counterspell coming here. But that means they can't land a Hamlet Glutton again. Because obviously we have one, because we didn't play Gingerbread Hunter. We have 8 mana? Let's just do... Let's do Gatekeeper then, and then we have these 2 next turn. Gatekeeper also just trades with Glutton if that's all they're going to do again. Just cast it for a 3rd time. Okay. Sure. My turn. This is basically free. I mean, it's not free. It means we can't do all of this turn. But all of this, I mean, we're doing okay here, I think. Yeah, that worked out just fine. Drew a bunch of lands, but we could use them all because we had a bunch of adventure creatures, so that was pretty good. All right, we go first, and we've got a fine hand here. Stutter or Minstrosity on 2. think I'll go get red as opposed to green. Let's just play Monstrosity here. Barrow, Naughty. Those just trade, I guess. Okay. Mocking Sprite is pretty bad on this battlefield, so I'm going to hold up either Stutter or Coven here. If we draw a land, we can play the other side of Coven. And then if we draw a blue, we can hold up, or we can play Mocking Sprite and hold up Spell Stutter, which is also good. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So let's go in here, find trading. I'm sure they will this time. Still say no. Alright. Let's just play Sprite then. Discounts our Stutter. Now they know we have it. Can play Stopgap and bounce their Dream Thief. That seems pretty bad, though. Can play Monstrosity, trade for their Dream Thief. Stopgap gets cheaper. We can play Coven and Stopgap then. It's not great, but the Dream Thief is going to have to get off the battlefield in some way here. So now we can do this. Can't quite cast that. Got rid of Sweet Tooth Witch. Okay. We have 2 flyers. They have a Tanglespan Lookout and a Barrow Naughty. There we go. That is something. I could bargain away the Wicked Roll to bounce this thing, but I think I would rather wait until they play something that can block my flyers. Oh, they have another one? Okay. Genealogist. Okay, now I'm bouncing the Dream Thief for sure. One, two, three... 4. No, 3. I didn't even need to use that last one. Dang it. Oh well. It's fine. Oh, well, I'll pay the ward then. With the forest. Yeah, sure. That is going to be good. It's going to save them here. Draws them card. Well, they can't cast it. But they'll kill our Mocking Sprite. Go to 2, chump with Dream Thief. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now we win, I guess, right? There we go. Alright, so we've been drawing a lot of lands, but at least we drew some card draw spells too, so I think 17 is still okay. I don't really want to go to 16 too much. I'm going to stay where I'm at. Okay, we do get to go first. We have Nightmare on 1. Couple removal spells if we draw a land. If we draw an island, we can cast Ice Out. So I think it's still a keep. It has the potential to go wrong, obviously. But I don't think it's a mulligan. See, now if they play a 2-drop, we can bargain this away, scry and draw, so that'll help too. They could just do nothing, which doesn't really help. Mocking Sprite. My turn. Against blue-red, killing the Mocking Sprite's going to be important. Gives us more bargain for Ice Out and stop gaps here. Edgewall Pack. Okay. Is it worth stop-gapping their Edgewall Pack, or would I rather hold up Ice Out and Puny Snack here? I think I'm gonna do that. Get a Scry. Maybe I draw Spell Stutter or something. Land is fine. Into the Fey Court is fine. A little slow, but I mean, they're both fine. Don't feel like using Attendants to just gain 1 life here. I'll let them replay that. Make another rat. Still have Torch the Tower. Now I can do land. Bargain again. And then I could counter it if they try to replay it. They do have Torch the Tower here, but that's not good against our deck. Edgewall Pack continues to be the best thing they can do. I'm going to thin the deck slightly before drawing 3 here. Okay. See if they torch our 1/1. Oh, it was Blow Off Steam, the uncommon. Okay. Sure. If they do tap out, we can Hunter their familiar here. Let's see if that's what they play. Alright, they are tapped out, so we can now Hunter their familiar. So let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3. No, you know what? I want to see if they get priority first, just in case. So let's do Nightmare. Nope. Okay. So we are free to kill their familiar. 1, 2, 3. Kill the hunter. And then, rather than play another Nightmare, I think I'm just going to hold up Spellscorn Coven. I can't do anything else. So I'm just going to hold up, take it back here. Or potential Nightmare activation if they don't do anything. Okay, I mean, I guess I'll just do this then. I mean, Shatter's got to be good at some point, right? They have to play some sort of threat that matters. Granted, these 1/1s could be annoying at some point here. Alright, let's keep Shatter. That could be wrong, but I'm going to keep it here. Right, do they have a removal spell, or do they have a counter spell for Hunter? If they didn't do anything, clearly they probably do. And if we play this, we can still play Spellscorn Coven. They didn't have anything. Okay. Then let's just hold up Coven again. Candy Grapple? No, they don't. What do they have? Witchstalker Frenzy? They would have already used it. I don't know what they have here. A trick and then double strike or something like that? Okay, pass to damage. Let's see what they're for. Cut in, maybe? If it's cut in... Yeah, it's got to be cut in. Okay. Do I return it to their hand to make them burn their whole turn here? I mean, I know it goes back to their hand, but... They can do it again, and they will do it again. Wait, what? Oh, brutal! Vantress Transmuter. What a brutal play. Okay, sure. Make him get rid of one more card. Let's see if it's cut in or not. It is cut in. So what is their last card then? Ah, card draw. Okay. Sure. Yeah, the Wilds ensures we can cast Frenzy in 2 turns. So if I draw it this turn, what am I doing with my mana? Just casting Attendance? Just hard casting it? Then I draw Grapple next turn. And then I can also cast Grapple and Frenzy next turn, depending on what they play. I do need a red. Oh my gosh! Just shuffled away Candy Grapple. So that was nice. Whoops. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Let's play Attendance here. Guess that was the reason to do it the other way. Obviously, now that I did that. It's alright, we shuffled it right to the top. We'll draw it next turn, watch. We won't. Alchemist getting back cut in. Okay. Ah, and then draw it. I see. Okay, getting rid of Obira's Attendance, attacking for 5 here. 6. This will be tough. We have a lot of good draws and plenty of lands on the battlefield already. It's not one of them. So we have 5 lands in our last 15 cards here. That fizzles their 2-headed hunter. That's pretty nice. Alchemist and rats. Oh boy. We need to draw. We need to go wide here. Hello. Usually 2 or 3 is the right thing to choose. I think I'll choose 3. They then proceed to kill it with a 4-drop. They don't kill it, but they get pretty darn close here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if they have another removal spell, we're dead. And even if they don't, pretty darn close here. We found the Candy Grapple. Go to 1. So we have to draw something again that's not mana value 3 or less. Let's try 2 this time. It doesn't matter, we're dead on board, but let's see what they do. Darn. That was a tough one there. Probably something differently I could have done, but... We are now first. We have Feed the Cauldron and Rowan's Grim Search with any land here, as well as a removal spell. Look, these are the hands that make or break you as far as... We have 2 shots at a land. And they're starting with Gingerbrute or Rat Out or Warehouse Tabby. Okay. Ha! Joke's on you. I'm mana screwed. Resolves and I'm not going to have time for Sprite. I need to do other things here. Now I can hold up all sorts of things. They can just, yeah, do that and make a rat here. Do I kill the warehouse tabby in response? I mean, if they have a warehouse tabby in their deck, they're probably building around it. So, I mean, I guess. Really thinking hard about the scry. Double top, you hate to see it. That's a good card. That's not. Alright, I gotta try to hit a land drop here at this point. Here's one. Utopia Sprawl? Okay, at least I can't use it this turn. Ah, they're mana screwed. I'm hoping they put it on their 1/1, because I'd like to kill the Barrow Naughty, and then I can stopgap the 1/1. Yeah. See, like, Welcome to Sweet Tooth is one of the highest performing deck or cards right now. But it gave them a 1/1 and a food. And that's usually what it does, because you can see the last chapter coming from a mile away. Alright, well, at this point, we're not really doing anything with this. There's no need to just bluff a counterspell. I'm just going to use this to gain a life. I have 4 mana. What are they going to play here? Butcher. Okay. Oh, okay. Sure. Top, bottom, draw a land, I'm sure. There it is. Forest, swamp. What else you got? Troublemaker, oof. I'm just going to hold their team back here. Just play this. I can do Feed the Cauldron stopgap at some point. I have Bitter Chill. If I draw one land, I can do Feed the Cauldron stopgap and Bitter Chill. And then the next turn I can Into the Fey Court and... Well, now we've got the Bitter Chill. So we'll for sure do this. And then I think we Into the Fey Court here. Hopefully they don't have like a Troublemaker Oof or something to kill the Bitter Chill right now. That wouldn't be good. Okay. Oh god, I've lost to that card so many times. 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Alright, well we know they have a 2/3. I can do this and hold up Feed the Cauldron here. I can do Hunter and hold up Feed the Cauldron, but they might just play Dread Knight. Let's do Talion. I think I named 3. Well, if this dies, I can cast Dread Whispers for 2. I think I'm still choosing 3 though. Hold up Feed the Cauldron here. See if they have Curse of the Werefox. That would be pretty annoying. I mean, they do have to take 2 damage and we draw a card if they cast it, but then Talion is gone. So what's the post-combat play here? This is on white. Double Rat Out? If it was Candy Grapple, they'd use it now. Go ahead and do this now, just so they can't mark damage on Talion. I thought they would use some sort of combat trick, but they didn't. Alright, we draw a card. Alright, we draw a card. Pay the ward. Man, I'm not sure we have much more left. Yeah, only 3 lands left in the entire deck here. Probably should have blocked the oof because they could have Candy Grapple. But let's see what their plan was from last turn. It was Assassin. Oh my god, we only have 2 lands left after we play this Wilds. Assassin, I see. So what do we still have? We have a lot of great cards left in the deck. Pass the turn. Hold up Spell Stutter for 3. Planes. What is their splash here? Have we seen it? I don't think we have. Okay. Frenzy, not bad. Currently have 6 mana. So we can counter a 4 or 5 or 6 drop right now. I think we will do that. This is a fairy, right? Yeah. Alright, I think we're out of lands now. Yeah, we are officially out of lands. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, no lands left in the last 9 cards. We do have a quick study in there, which we would hope to draw sooner rather than later. I'm sure they put this on their assassin here. No, okay. Resolves. So we block Oof and kill Armont when they attack with it. Sure. Okay, Dread Knight draw a card. At least we know we're not drawing a land here. They kind of have to block. They go to 4. We make a food. We play a 6/5. And then we're probably good to go. They can't cast Dreadnought. I mean, they can, but I don't think that would work out well for them. So, all right. All 17 lands in the hand and on the battlefield. Worked out. All right, we get to go first again with Candy Grapple, and any land lets us play Gingerbread Hunter. The hand is very slow. I don't think we can keep this. Yeah, we'll just mulligan into a worse hand here. I mean, do I go to 5? I can't cast anything. Ah, jeez. Sure. Alright, let's start 3 cards down from our opponent here. And then lose promptly to a Malta 5. I mean, I'm not even sure what we hope we draw. I can't really draw anything. I'm just gonna block this. Got rid of a Candy Grapple. Interesting. Oh, they're mana screwed too. Nice. Let's go. Sure. I don't know what I'm looking for in this scry here is the problem. I mean, I guess attendance is okay. It lets us attack into the Gingerbrute, and then a land isn't bad either. I don't know. And now they are mana screwed, so we could draw the land, bitter chill something if we have to. It's not a great thing to bitter chill, but it does let us continue to push damage here. And when they're mana screwed, having a 3/1 is okay. Because if they draw a land, they can threaten to animate this, but I think they're just going to cast something out of their hand here. Alright, make a 1/1, I'm sure, yep. Monstrosity is great, unless they have, you know, 1/1s. Now all of a sudden, we both have 5 mana here. But they started the game with 3 more cards than we did, so that is the difference. They're going to destroy the Bitter Chill. Kinda. That hurts. Yeah, that does hurt. What a card. Can't put Candy Grapple on the bottom, can I? Problem is, champion still gets in for 4. No matter what. Oh, alright, well now we're dead. But we were never winning this game with the Multi 5, so. Sure, you have big fat trampling creatures. They have a way to give it a roll or something. Alright, well, I'm done here anyway. Alright, well, deck just handed us a defeat, unfortunately. Alright, deck says, you already got mana screwed once. Can I interest you in doing it again? At least we start with 7 cards this time. So we're hoping for blue, obviously. Any land lets us cast Gingerbread Hunter. We do have 2 Evolving Wilds in the deck here. But I hate to use an Evolving Wild on an island. But we're going to have to if we draw that. Getting rid of Gingerbread Hunter. Okay. Red Cap Thief. And have priority. Mountain lets us play Coven next turn. And also lets us play Witchstalker Frenzy. Let's see what we find off of Grim Search here. So we just keep the 2 that we kept. And we hit the land drop. I mean, I was probably a little overzealous not trying to find an island there, but sure. So they play Recruiter and hit us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at a minimum. Or they could just continue to build out their board. Yeah. Oh, they have Rat out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. I mean, they get a Rat out, I guess. I mean, I can't really do anything about it. If I held everything back, I'd take 3 more. Alright, well, alright, we were clean 3-1, and then the deck just didn't give us any lands. It didn't give us any lands to play with. Maybe the last one was a mulligan, but I'm tired of mulliganing. You saw what happened in the previous one. It's just frustrating to lose like that. The deck was going well. We had a game where we had 9 cards left in our deck and 0 lands in it. And then we had 2 games where we didn't draw any of them and got mana screwed out of the game. It's just frustrating. If we're playing 17, I don't know. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this one. See you next time for your daily draft.